So I don't know about you guys, but that almost sounded like Greg semi-retirement World Cup speech. He said he's back for World Champs though, but man, big news.
Welcome back. My name is Archie Bromfield and this is Views by Misspent Summers. The audio zine is a compilation of audio clips which aim to give you a unique insight into all the action from mountain bike events around the world. This week's episode is a little different to usual as we'll be covering both the Loudenvielle and Loic downhill World Cups. Sven Martin, Misspent Summers photographer and the man of all things downhill, was at both events, interviewing everyone trackside. As usual, Sven does an incredible job of extracting the raw emotion and feelings from each event. First up, Loudenvielle, a new stop for the downhill circuit, and many headed into the week uncertain of what to expect. However, these worries were quickly forgotten as soon as people began track walk, with many saying it was the best track they had seen in a while. As a new location for a downhill World Cup, Loudenvielle did itself proud and produced some of the best racing we've seen all season. First up is Sven giving us a track preview, providing his thoughts on what will hopefully be a repeat location for World Cups to come.
First glimpses of the very top of Loudenvielle 2023 World Cup track, new DH track. And people complain from all the GoPro videos, as they always do, that it looks single tracky and narrow and boring. But already Fort William is pretty much a little single track all the way to the rocks, which is a big part of the top of the track. And this has a lot more going on, a lot of rhythm on-offs, triples, double manuals, step on, step off, off camber. So despite what the GoPros and the internet say, I wouldn't judge a book by its cover. Just like when we went to La Bresse for the first time and they said it would be the world's worst downhill track, and we were pleasantly surprised. This is the La Bresse in the town, not the La Bresse in the bike park. And that was one of the greatest races of all time. Same year Steve Peat maybe won World Champs. Maybe 07 or 08 we went there. And when Fabian retired for the first time, one of 5 retirements.
It sure did seem as though people were dubious about the new track, but it turned out to be more than okay. Now, before we get stuck into the interviews, here is a quick rundown of the top 5 in each category. In the men, it was Loic Bruni, Dakota Norton, Laurie Greenland, Jackson Goldstone, and Remy Thirion. In the women, it was Vali, Höll, Nina Hoffmann, Maureen Cabirou, Phoebe Gale, and Lisa Baumann. Due to adverse weather in Loudenvielle, it was decided that the junior race would be cancelled. Therefore, the junior qualifying times were treated as the final race results. Therefore, in the junior men, it was Ryan Pinkerton, Nathan Pontevane, Christian Hauser, Raphael Pelletier, Hugo Marini, and in junior women, it was Sasha Ernest, Arise van Leuven, Valentina Roa Sanchez, Lisa Bellardo, and Leibniz. Now with Sven is the seemingly unstoppable Vali Höll after yet another win in 2023.
So Vali, you just were thinking back on every time you won?
Every time I partied the weekend after, I raced really well.
So what does that mean? Big party tonight before Loic?
A little bit. I think we're gonna do a pizza chin party, huh?
Pizza's already got.
Oh, the pizzas are there, so I need to go.
Alright, so no drinks after 9, eh?
9 a.m.
Proper party. So Vali, you're kind of taking a pretty dominant role now. A lot of wins this season. Are you looking now at the overall to protect that, or you just race by race?
Well, obviously, it's the first time I actually lead the overall mid-season. Before, I always had like a chance for the last race. And in Andorra, I would say Andorra not, but like I could feel the pressure a little bit more because now I can only lose it rather than like trying to chase it.
Yeah.
And that's something I was struggling a bit. And then I was like super sick after Andorra, and I didn't feel that great. And then the weird practice stuff, and like I didn't know where to go. And I know that track would suit me really well, but I just couldn't ride like I wanted to, like with that power and anger, I would say. And today I was just super pissed about like how I rode the whole week. So my semi-final run, definitely I was on it, and then this one was just a bit more sketch, but it was enough.
And talking about the track, it's quite a new style of track for you that's kind of grown up on the more bike park World Cup tracks.
Well, I wouldn't say, because like Léger we raced on the first few years on like grass stuff, and I feel like all the smaller races like XS Cups or French Cups, they're all like pretty grassy and old school, so it's alright.
Was it the first time I don't know if you raced on full spikes, but was it the first time
yeah, definitely. I raced the first time on full spikes, and actually just 10 minutes before my start, like we didn't know if I should swap like to more mud tires like the Acrodal or stay on the spikes. And then Matt was like calling down to Specialized, and Loic said Acrotal, and then Matt was like, he told me, oh, no way we're going to ride Acrotal. And then we like, so Loic says that one. And I was like, well, I put it on you. But I would prefer to stay on the spikes because I did it the run before. And a few times I feel like it wasn't that great, especially at the top. And every time you cross the hard pick stuff, it was a bit sketch. But I definitely at the bottom, I just felt way more confident.
Nice. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Patches of wet and dry littered the track and made it look pretty hard to navigate at speed, but it didn't appear to slow down Vali. Another home soil victory for Super Bruni, a man who seems to relish the home crowd noise and support. Here is Loic Bruni with Sven.
French win, French rider, French fans, a lot of autographs.
Yeah, it's really nice. People here really love, I think, racing, and they show us that they want us to win, and it's really always special to just deliver in front of them, so I have to give them back a little bit. But I didn't see my mechanic yet. I want to go see Laurent too, because the hell?
We'll keep it short. Normally the people's champ is the guy that people love but doesn't always win, but you can be both the people's champ and the winner of the day.
Yeah, I'm glad if people support me no matter what. It's not always easy to win, so if they support you also when you don't, it's the best. And for sure today was not my favorite, I would say. So I'm really happy I pulled it off, and the crowd really believed apparently in me. They were like, we knew you were gonna win, and I was like, fuck, I didn't know.
And another jersey for you.
Yeah, that's sick. I'm really happy.
Tell me, quick word on the track. Very different from the last few years of World Cups. How did you? I mean, you won, so you obviously got on. But
yeah.
is it a track you also kind of like?
It was not my favorite track because it was so hard to, there was no support, and I need support when I ride. I feel like I'm someone pretty heavy that just goes hard in berms and stuff, and then this track was just on your toes, trying to carry speed in off cambers and stay kind of sick and drifty, loose, and I'm not so good at this, so I'm already happy I could.
You're saying you're not sick or drifty or loose?
Nah, I'm not so sick. I'm boring to watch.
Okay.
And this track is not matching me, but we made it work.
Well, hey, you're not boring to watch, and thank you for being you, and see you in Leger. Oh shit, Leger.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
See you there, man.
Nice one.
Well, he may not think he's overly good in the loose conditions, but Loic Bruni proved to himself and everyone else that he can go fast just about anywhere. An unfortunate crash for Benoit Kerr during his race run pushed him a little further down the order than he would have hoped for this weekend.
He's a nice guy, I reckon.
So Bernard, the whole world knew about this secret scrub jump that you put on your reel earlier in the week, and as you were getting nearer, what were you thinking?
As I was getting 10 foot before it, I thought I'm about to scrub this jump, and I didn't because I crashed before it and had to run up it on my feet.
Did you start scrubbing too hard in the berm? I think, who else crashed there?
Andy Kolb and Danny Hart. Yeah, I was winding up, mate. I was leaning left to go right and threw away a good run. But so did a lot of people. So I'd rather go down crashing, trying, than put a safe run in and do crap. So I'm actually kind of happy.
Not actual bad result, considering there was a crash and
No, I'll take a 13th for the crash. Pace is there, man. We just got to hang on to it and actually put a run down.
A lot of goings-ons this week with the track and the junior race getting cancelled, and pretty sad to see because the juniors could have had as exciting a race as us, maybe even more exciting.
Yeah, I think the new organisation who have made this decision was completely in the wrong, and it would have been an insane race. So yeah, super big shame, and there's a lot of weird decisions going on right now. So hopefully it starts going in the right direction and we can get some more positives going in this amazing sport.
And you went the fastest today, but apparently you're the fastest, Your fastest vlogger, fastest team manager, fastest team owner, fastest, what else?
There's a few fastest. Definitely not the fastest in the world, but fastest team manager in the world or YouTuber or something. So we'll keep that going. Most views. I think, we'll keep that going.
What are your views just for this week?
I don't know this week. So far, we're just over 4.5 million this year.
4.5 million?
Yeah, which probably...
What is that, those ads that pop up, what does 4.5 million views give you in ad revenue?
30 or 40 grand US dollars.
Like for the year so far? Yeah. Just in ads?
Like $40,000, yeah. So I'm being honest, man. I'm not trying to hide it. Everyone should do it.
Should you get some people do OnlyFans, but they don't get naked. Should you do an OnlyFans, like a how to ride and how to scrub or how to stoppy?
I really should, but we're a bit busy for that right now.
Busy. Hey, you got something for the retirement gig?
Dude, I got a lot of retirement gigs coming up.
Is it true that on the way to Fort William last year, you guys stopped because you saw some lead on the side of the road and you picked it up, took it to recycling? It was 2 years.
No, years ago. We've done it before, yeah. It was like 5 or 6 years
Dude,
ago.
it was like 2 years. It was like a year ago. It was 2 max. How much? You got like 250 pounds.
No, and free cast the TV cables, but we can't talk about that.
Hang on, you recycled free casted TV cables. Is that what you just said? Is that because of you that they went to Red Bull? Oh my God, there we hear it. Ray Dillio, I hope you hear this.
Interesting to hear the thoughts of a team manager on the cancellation of the junior race. A new name to many in Loudenvielle was Lisa Baumann, who took the last spot on the elite women's podium. An amazing result for someone in their second year of downhill racing.
Lisa, tell us a bit about yourself so the people out there can get to know you, because first podium,
Yeah, it's
amazing.
my first podium. I can't believe it. It's crazy.
So the Ravenels took all you enduro riders.
They
said,
take
we're
me
going to
last
make you guys
year.
down
Last year.
They said no more enduro.
Yeah, no. Now no more enduro.
So
I did my first podium, so it's finished on the road.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I saw you as a U21 enduro rider, and
Yeah, that was my first year
How
in
many
enduro.
how many years have you been racing downhill?
It's my second year.
Second year downhill,
Downhill,
in an
yeah.
elite podium.
And before I was doing cross country.
Really?
Yeah.
And your
till
boyfriend races cross country.
21. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
So you've made a big transformation.
Yeah, I am so happy.
Well, did you have a goal this year? Was your goal like make the qualies,
Yeah,
top
I did,
10, or what was your
first,
goal?
to be in the final top 10.
Yeah.
I did it in Vali Sole. And then, yeah, I wanted to be even more better than...
Did you at the beginning of this year, did you think you would have a podium?
I don't think so. Like top 8, something like that. But
Yeah.
the podium, yeah, it's amazing and it's cool. I didn't think, before the season I will do a podium.
Hey, well done. Just keep moving forward.
Thank you.
Congratulations to Lisa. We may well be seeing more of her over the next few years. Next up with Sven is Jackson Goldstone, who managed to nab yet another podium, finishing third. For a first-year elite rider, it seems to be going pretty well for the youngster.
Jackson, can you multitask?
Yeah, I'll sign some signatures and do it.
Tell us about your week. It seemed coming in. This was kind of a track for you, light guy, pinned, and how'd it go?
Yeah, so it kind of was a track. Dude, I don't know where the helmet's gone. It was a track for me, but it also wasn't. As soon as you kind of got to the second split and it really got super steep is where I did a lot better. And yeah, I struggled at the top, especially on full mud tires. At least they were cut, but yeah, it was the rolling speed wasn't quite there, and I was hoping for a tailwind, but I didn't get it. So
Did you do
was like 2 seconds back.
Did you do your triple on the scrub jump?
I did do that massive scrub jump thing. I decided to do it about on the lip, and yeah, I knew I had to pull something quick out, and then yeah, I did it. But it was a bit dicey stopping and getting ready for that next corner. So.
And then after the big crash in the body, no worries?
Yeah, I mean the big crash was obviously not ideal, and missed out on a little bit of points there, which is it is what it is. But was lucky to be just had a sore leg after that and was able to keep pushing on and yeah, and here we are.
Have you
fifth in semis, fourth in final. I cannot complain whatsoever.
Have you seen that reel when you do that crash and it's just Jackson?
Yeah,
it's the best audio I've ever heard. It's like,
yeah, some of the fans are going crazy. It's hilarious.
All right, man. Enjoy the evening. Short party for Leger around the corner.
Cheers.
Jackson now sits in second place in the overall with just a few points separating him and Bruni. Another great weekend for Nina Hoffmann, who has been having a great season so far. Over to Sven and Nina.
Yeah, hello. Hello, Sven.
Pushing hard, going for the win. That was the goal, right?
Yeah, that was a goal. Missed it. Made a mistake, but that's okay.
Just stayed on course, though.
Oh, I was real close. I actually thought I'm going to throw it away, like, completely. Because I came in this outside lane where I didn't want to be, and I saw, like, the poles coming closer and closer. I was like, ah! But made it back on track.
Did you change up tires from training to race, or you keep or semi to race?
Semi to race, actually. Went from full wet screams to cut wet screams.
Okay, I want to ask the question. Would full wet screams have kept you online?
Nope.
No.
I think I should have actually went for less tire.
Oh, really?
It felt quite dicey on top. I mean, a little bit of rain came down, so all the top turns were like, ooh, so dicey.
Yeah.
Also, the ground got like real hard pack in like many ruts, so it actually felt like shorty from DHR rear, maybe.
Yeah.
So like,
That's
I think
that's what you reckon the boys should be on?
yeah, I just told them actually, but it's their decision, and yeah.
Anyway, see you, Leger.
See you in Leger, yeah. On to another one.
They have pretty big parties here, but every night they're going late.
I don't have a party tonight.
No,
I'm going to bed. It's going to be early departure tomorrow. We got 9 hours drive.
Get some earplugs in?
Not this time. Yeah.
Leger, you have a big
Leger
break.
for sure.
Yeah.
No partying for Nina in Loudenvielle, who seems to have her sights firmly fixed on putting up a good fight for the overall this year. It was an exciting week for the Syndicate twins as both Jackson and Laurie were on the podium together for the first time.
So Laza, for someone that didn't look that excited the last week or two, you fucking pulled it out in the final.
I mean, I've been kind of not feeling that excited and fatigued all year, so...
Where's your pep in the step?
It's coming. It's coming.
Oh, it's still coming?
It's coming. Yeah, I'm just dealing with fatigue and stuff recently, and it's kind of taken the bounce out of my riding a little bit, but still make it happen on race day. You know, you rely on those that you can rely on that. I don't know, that extra gear. That extra gear, the nerves and stuff. I knew I could ride this track well, but I was just taking it pretty easy through practice and everything. But I don't know. I'm off to the Red Bull Centre in Salzburg tomorrow. Gonna kind of try and get on top of some fatigue stuff because it's.
Is it an overtraining thing like the cross country guys suffer from, or is it a combination of hurting your knee and then
I really don't know. I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Well, anyway, for a man that's fully fatigued, you did all right.
I'm happy.
Talk about the track.
I was a big fan of the track. I mean, anytime you can put the wet screams on, I think is a good occasion. Kind of, I mean, there wasn't a B zone. It was pretty raw.
Yeah.
It could have done with a little bit of smartening up in safety in places, but I think the track and the terrain was good. It was nice. You know, we ride a lot of
safe tracks. Not safe, but it's nice to see the top guys having to push it in gnarly sections.
Yeah.
Before you kind of get through the gnarly section and then push it.
Yeah.
Now, you saw Depreller and Bernard and a couple of guys just going for it, and it just didn't pay off.
Yeah, exactly. So it's definitely one of those tracks where pushing top to bottom pays off. You have to be pretty on it, the whole way down. Like you say, you don't go easy through the technical sections. You have to push the whole way. So I don't know, it's different. The mud here doesn't have much rock or root in it, and it's technical in a different way. We ride a lot of tracks with a lot of rock, a lot of root.
Yeah, and a bit steeper all the way on, average gradient.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just different. It's nice to ride something different.
I think the only part of your run I saw was the drone stuff at the start gate, and then I was paying attention, but it looks sick.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, man.
Cheers.
Fingers crossed Laurie can get that fatigue sorted soon. He is a great rider to watch on track, and it would be a shame to see him on the sidelines. Following on from an utterly awesome race in Loudenvielle, the teams all headed from one end of France to the other, this time heading for the Alps and the hallowed dirt of Leger. After the incredible scenes from last year's World Championships in Leger, it was hard to imagine that those kinds of things happened twice in a lifetime. However, I can tell you that this year's race was on par with 2022. The crowd was raucous, the fireworks were loud, I know, because someone lit one off in my face, and the chainsaws were even louder. We were super glad to have been there with a pop-up photo exhibition and hangout, welcoming riders, team, media and staff for coffee mornings daily and hearing endless stories about the dozens of iconic shocks we had on display, from John Tomac tearing down on a moonscape fire road in the 90s right through to the modern day with Bruni ripping across the finish line to a hero's welcome at the Leger 2022 Worlds. Anyway, a few changes have been made to the track for this year's race, with the road gap run out being slightly extended and a few other sections being moved. Although with the stint of dry weather, the track took a beating and dust became the headline of the week, with some riders opting for wet tyres in an attempt to find some sort of grip. Leger put on a show. Again, here is the top 5 from each category. In the men, it was Benoit Coulanges, Andreas Kolb, Loris Vergier, Jackson Goldstone and Loic Bruni. In the women, it was Marine Cabirou, Monica Rasnick, Nina Hoffmann, Millie Johnset and Gloria Scarzi. In the junior men, it was Ryan Pinkerton, John Mosel, Aaron Medcalf, Leo Abella, Kimi Vallado, and for the junior women, it was Valentina Roa Sanchez, Sasha Mills, Leigh Bonner, Lisa Bolado, and Sasha Ernest. To kick things off, Sven gives us his thoughts on the chaotic race finish.
We're here for the Misspent Summers thoughts, and since you can't get anywhere near the riders, we've got 50,000 spectators. I'm going to give you my thoughts. About time we had another mayhem finish race. Non-sanitized, full of emotion, full of celebration, and 3 French people on the podium, just like world champs. There's so much more to unpack. I'll be back at you.
The noise trackside in Leger is a difficult thing to convey to people. Sven did well to even get the soundbite recorded. Now, for a chat with the man of the moment. Benoit Coulanges has been waiting for this day for some time, and finally he has achieved what everyone knew he was capable of. Here is BC.
Thank you. Either last weekend or this weekend was perfect.
Benoit, there's a million people waiting for you.
No way.
You finished your run so long ago. We are so happy for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So happy.
Yeah.
When you were in Montanan doing that sick turn bar flatty with a gearbox bike with a belt drive, do you remember the photos we were getting?
I remember, yeah.
From day one, we've been a Benoit fan.
Thank you so much.
And that was Vital MTB, and now it's the whole world.
Yeah.
Man, 5 wins out of 6 race runs. That's the best stat we have in the World Cup history.
Yeah.
You've had 6 race runs and had 5 wins.
Yeah, it's crazy. Honestly,
crazy.
I felt really good in France.
You were good.
I'm so stoked. When I see like 10 years ago, I was in the same team. We were a group of privateers pretty much.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to do the quali done in the top 80. And now, 10 years after, I win my first World Cup. It's just incredible for me. It was a goal for the last 2 years, but before it was a dream, and the dream pretty much inachievable for me. And I'm so proud of my team and me today.
I think we all are, and you know what? As hard as it must have been in Andorra to miss the win, it's kind of cool that you waited till the J, huh?
Yeah, so cool. The best crew of the year.
The best.
And starting last, cross the line first. It just blew my mind.
I've got to tell you honestly, I was worried because Andorra, you went 1-1, so I was like.
It was in Loudenvielle.
Oh, fucking hell, it was Loudenvielle. Andorra was 3 weeks. But I was worried. I was like, maybe you need to not do so good in the semi or the quali, so less pressure. But it's not the pressure. You handled it, huh?
But honestly, today and in Loudenvielle, the semi, I try to be just flow and not attack so much. And it's worked for the last two races pretty much. But I crashed in Loudenvielle, but that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the year, I tried to push in semi, and it never worked. So, yeah.
But your mechanic said, and you just said flow, and your mechanic said ground speed. I saw you on the steep woods with a stump, and you were going around the stump, and you keep your wheels on the ground. You're not hopping Jackson and stuff. You're just focused, and you're keeping grip, and you're keeping the grip of the terrain and the pumping, and it's amazing, man.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you know what the best thing? You fucking crowd surfed like a rock star.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Dude,
honestly,
you are the man. You are the man.
It was long, but it wasn't long enough.
Thank God we had French crowds that take the finished bowl back from the Warner Brothers. We get the people in, get the fans in.
This was hard for me because the policeman wanted to keep me outside, and me I really wanted and I fight the guys and everything. But I understand the security is.
You know what?
important.
Last year they had 6 policemen. This year they had 23, right? 23, and I said, dude, 23. If Benoit wins, 23 is not enough.
It's never enough for the French crew.
It's never enough. In World Champs, we had 3 Frenchies on the podium.
Yeah.
And World Cup, now we had 3 Frenchies on the podium.
Sweet.
It's sweet, eh?
The best nation.
And rugby, last night, you guys smoked the All Blacks. You smoked the All Blacks. Hey, Benoit, thank you from all of us, and we're so happy you did it finally, eh?
Thanks very much. I appreciate it.
First of many.
I hope so.
Oh, yeah.
But now it's time to enjoy it.
You better, And
afterwards.
Have you managed to pee yet?
Yeah.
Did you manage to pee?
No, I need to go.
You better drink some beer and go pee.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Benoit.
As Sven said, first of many for the Frenchman. Up next with Sven is Marine Cabirou. Having not won a World Cup since 2020, it was great to see her out in front again.
Marine, it was exactly 7 days. No, I'll take that. I can multitask, bro. What is this? Champagne? Oh, yeah,
of course.
Put the beer down.
I take it for you.
You take. Hold my beer. 7 days ago, what did we say?
Yeah. You tell me you will be back, and finally I'm back.
You told me you are back.
Yeah.
And you said you're getting there.
Yeah. It's so.
And
good
you skip a place. You went from third, you skip second, you go to first.
Yeah. It was easier.
Yeah, it was
so
easier.
I go directly
much quicker
to first.
as well.
Yeah, for sure.
And we do it in France.
Yeah. In France, it's always amazing. Take the win. The crowd is amazing, so I'm happy.
En France.
En France. Vive la France.
Vive la France. Exactly. You know what made me... The reason I'm still doing this job is for the race day and the racing and the passion of you guys and the passion of the crowd and what it means to them and everyone and all of us. And it's so cool to be here and see. You know, it's hard to when you've had world champs here, it's hard to have a World Cup. But they did not disappoint the fans, and they were there in full force. And what a better story for you and Benoit.
Yeah, for sure. It's amazing. The crowd is amazing, especially after last year World Championships. It was really incredible. So yeah, I don't feel like so many people was here this year, and it's the same. So it's always crazy to have the crowd here in France. It's always amazing. So I'm really happy to win here in Léger.
And what about West Virginia? We've got some crazy fans there. Very different. They don't drink champagne. They drink moonshine. But good crowds.
Yeah, for sure. In West Virginia too. I heard everybody wins there, so I hope I will do the same.
You've won in a lot of places.
Hey, I won in snowshoe.
No, I said you've won in a lot of places.
Yeah, for sure. But
for sure.
The next one is snowshoe, so I hope I will win again. So now I'm happy to have this one in my pocket. So I'm really happy.
What will you do? You have 2-week break. What do you do?
I will go back home and rest a little bit before flying in America.
Okay. Would you go to the tourist stuff, Washington DC, Walmart, all that stuff?
Yeah, for sure. I will watch the replay, try to learn about the race today, and work on my skills and be ready for the next one.
Love it.
Thank you so much.
Marine.
A bit of downtime now for Marine ahead of the big trip over to North America. A first-time win for Benoit Coulanges could not have been possible without the likes of Yanick Braun, Benoit's mechanic. Here he is with Sven post-race.
Man, life always has its ways of working itself out. There's always ups and downs. Without the lows, you can't have the highs, and this is one of those days for you guys. You lose Camille this year, and Benoit was so close last week, all year, actually a couple of years, damn it.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
sealed the deal now.
Yeah, I think now it was this step he have to do, and
What was the step? What do you think it was? Was it you? Was it the bike? Was it his head? It's the head, right?
I don't think this, because he knew already. He told me all the time, I have the speed, but I think luck, I don't want to say, but maybe
it's not luck when you have 5 of the 6.
Yeah,
you've won 5 of the 6 runs.
I don't know. Yeah,
that's not luck. That's not luck.
Maybe
it's more like unlucky that you win in Andorra.
Okay.
Yeah, that's bad luck.
Yeah, maybe it's just we need this time, and now I think we have such a good basic setup, ground speed, like the bike works perfectly. We see this also with Camille.
Yeah.
So I think it's time to win more now, like continue like this.
You said something, you said ground speed, and I've got to say, watching Benoit, especially in the final steep woods, his bike was glued to the ground. A lot of guys like Jackson are hopping and bouncing and Vali, but you said ground speed, and he was like avoiding the stumps. He's staying low. He's keeping his tires on the ground. He's getting grip and he's getting traction and he's pumping. So ground speed, I think you've summed it up. Like that was the ticket to taking the win here.
Yeah, I think so. And we did a lot of testing, like from tracks to tracks. We saw what's come this year. So we do like special testing, like this could happen on Léger or in Andorra. Yeah. And so we are so quick to do adjustments. Okay. And I think other guys do a lot of adjustment. And I think it's hard for the rider. We do just small steps to do it perfectly. And I think like this, the rider can focus on riding, not like, what's the bike doing or something like that. And so we know the basic setup already before the race.
And you're still working on both Camille's and Benoit's
Exactly.
You don't want to give that up.
No.
But a bit easier, like with Camille not here. Obviously we want to hear, but do you think maybe, I don't want to like speculate, but focusing just on Benoit, just on his bike, it helped him, or is it that there's never a problem for you to have 2 bikes?
No, it's never be a problem. But I think I enjoy to go a bit early in the bed, like not just working through the night, but the focus is all the time on both bike, and I think both can help each other. So it's not.
You learn from each other.
Exactly.
Hey, enjoy this and congratulations, and
thanks a lot.
Happy it happened in France.
Yeah, so great.
3 Frenchies on the podium, just like the world champs.
Yeah, crazy. Yeah.
It's really interesting to hear how different mechanics approach a race week and bike setup. The Santa Cruz Syndicate struggled with illness in Léger, but 2 of their riders ended up on the box. Nina Hoffmann speaks with Sven now about what was a fairly tricky weekend.
Hey Nina.
Hello.
I can ask you and Vali tell you the same bit of information. Championships are made on your worst days, and you still salvage the weekend, huh?
Yeah, I mean...
The team's had a tough weekend. You guys have all been under the weather.
We are.
Let's see if we can do an interview and I can get a beer at the fridge at the same time.
We can get you a beer, no problem. Yeah, like the team, we don't have any beers.
I'll have it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go for the Coke, alright. So like the team, we all been caught by a virus or something, so everybody was struggling a little bit with strength and, don't know.
Strength and toilet paper.
I wasn't on the toilet paper, luckily, but still, like, I had fever yesterday night and wasn't sure I'm gonna feel this morning, but some painkillers and drugs helped.
And maybe the least runs you've ever done before a World Cup final?
I just did one practice run and not even a fast one. Actually, just looking on lines and then used the semi-finals as another practice run, like full lap. But I thought like I'm gonna go slow and save some energy, but I came down in the finish and was so exhausted just from this one full run that I thought like no way I can hold on for the finals run. So I was quite stoked that I somehow made it. I had to take a step back in the steeps because I was too cooked already to push there, but that's okay.
Smart riding, like I said, in the end of the day.
Yeah, that was, yesterday wasn't smart with my qualies, but today was smart and happy about that. Learned a lot again.
All right, well, get better. America's
calling, West Virginia.
Take me home.
Third is not a bad result for someone who only managed one practice run. Winner of the biggest save of the week was undoubtedly Théo Erlangsen, who nearly lost it midway through his finals run. However, he hung on and ended the day in 26th, his best finish ever.
So usually, Théo, this is like reserved for the fucking podium guys, and a few like other like famous guys like Minnaar.
I give Minnaar the fame.
About the time you get in the main, bro.
Yeah, I know. Honestly,
you didn't even need an LCQ. You just got in there on the main deal.
It took the whole fucking season, but I finally pulled my finger out my bum.
But what is it? Hey, let's rewind, right? Remember when we had that long jump contest? You were a privateer in B practice. We had the long jump contest during A training. You like sneaked up, pushed your bike a kilometer up the hill because you needed the fucking money. And did you win the long jump contest?
I don't know if I did, but I got some exposure. Goes a long way, Sven.
I think we got you some money, bro. Maybe I kept the money. I don't know.
Holiday house in Italy or what?
But you know what I mean? Sometimes it just takes knuckling down. So because like I'm gonna say honestly, like at the beginning of the week, you looked like you were scared of the track, and I said you need to like own the track.
Honestly, okay. So I've always loved Leger. Yeah. Like since they had Crankworks here, I loved that track. Then they did the World Cup on the old Crankworks track.
Yeah.
And for me, it's always helpful if you know the town and everything. It's always hard when you get somewhere and you're like, where's the car for? Where's that? Yeah. And this week, I pulled my finger out a little bit for qualifying, and I've changed my fucking approach from...
What was your approach before? Being a bitch and now being a man?
So I had my mom...
hang on. You can't even say that.
I had my mom on the phone saying, Théo, do safe, smooth runs.
And you like said, no, mom.
I've realised.
And then you had me in the other ear, right? And your mom on the phone and me in the other ear.
Safe and smooth does not work. It needs to be on the biscuit. You need to be washing the front wheel every 5 times. Like yesterday in quali, I washed my front wheel like 5 times, almost bent it. And you're like, okay, 44th, okay. Then before my last practice run, I did a 40...
Is this before the semi or before the final?
No, before, in practice.
Yeah.
I did a 40, I've had a couple of beers, I've had a 44, I think, in practice. And I was like, that was pretty good. And Connor was like, no, a 34 in practice.
Yeah.
And Connor was like, no, I think you need to drop to 29s. And I was like, okay, how the fuck do I get to 29? And then I did a 6 semi run, got to a 27. I was like, oh my God, okay, this is good. Uncharted territory. I jumped back on the trail bike, went up and down the hill and like tried to cool my legs down and stuff. But for me, it was fucking hard to go back up there, warm up a 4th time, get back on it, and then lay down something even more.
What was quicker, your semi or your final?
I think I was 0.1 slower in my final, but I think that's just because my legs are cooked.
That's because you're a free rider and you don't know how to train for a full because you've never like. Yeah, maybe you need to train better so you can be a finals guy.
Maybe, definitely.
So you go to Munson and West Virginia?
No. I've got kite surf, golf.
Dude,
Cape Town's just warming up. We're ready.
If you're not going to those 2, you cut off from the photos.
Well, I don't need photos there, Sven. I'm not going to those 2. Oh, for next year?
No, for today.
Dude,
Commit, bro. Invest in yourself. I'm sorry. We're cutting this short because he's not investing in himself. Kids, he just... invest in yourself, and you'll go a lot further than Théo's going right now. You just made the final. Now you're saying your season's over.
Yeah, I want to go kitesurf, baby.
The interview's now over.
Let's hope we see more of Théo in finals. He's an entertaining rider to watch. It was great to see Camille Balanche out and about in Leger after her big off in the Andorra World Cup. She was so stoked for Benoit, her teammate.
Camille, man, so happy to see you here with a smile, and you had all of us very worried, and we're happy it wasn't any worse, and here you are.
Yeah, sure. I'm in one piece, I can walk, so.
And you chose, what a day to choose to come back and join the family, huh?
Yeah. I told Benoit who did really well last weekend too. He won quali and semi, and I told him, if you win, I will be so mad. Like, maybe not mad, but disappointed. But because every race, I wish him like the best, and I want to be there to be happy with him. And unfortunately, he crashed, so it didn't happen. And then yesterday, I told him, "Hey, bro, I'm coming to tomorrow, so you're allowed to win now." So it's so sick that I managed to do it in France. Win all the quali and stuff, like I'm so happy for him.
He's won 5 of the last 6 race runs. The last 6 race runs, he's won 5 of them.
Oh.
Andorra 2 out of the 3, and here 3 out of 3. What a moment for Benoit.
Yeah, so sick.
And for you, we see you next year, 100% recovered, or what is?
I hope so. That's the plan. I have damage in my head, and for sure, I'm not 100% sure it's gonna be all good, but I hope so. It's not so.
Baby steps.
Yeah. I've been doing better. Like the first 4 days, I don't remember anything, and I was in pretty bad shape. But now I can speak again, and so it's pretty good.
Well, don't let me find you at the after party. You go home in about 1 hour, okay?
Yeah, maybe not 1 hour. It's still early, but after dinner I'll be home.
After dinner, no drinks.
Yeah, no drinks for sure.
Just dessert.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see Camille back between the tape next year. Another podium for Jackson Goldstone, who'd been hit by the Syndicate bug as well. He is now oh so close to Loic Bruni in the overall. Here's Jackson.
Ronnie G, ready to get hammered?
Yeah. Hey, are you recording yet?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
He's like, he did ask you, are you ready to get hammered?
Oh, I'm ready to get hammered, absolutely.
So Jacko, you bounced back for race day, but man, you couldn't have done many runs this weekend compared to a normal World Cup prep.
Yeah, yesterday was a struggle. I was almost going to just break the beam for qualies, and then somehow managed to bounce my way down into 8th, and then today was really good. 4th place, so stoked. It was took a bunch of meds and was able to fall asleep at like 9 o'clock last night. So sleeping meds really helped me out this week, and P4 baby.
Just no power for that first split is maybe what cost you a better position.
Yeah, I had a slight mistake, and I've been struggling with this one freaking corner all weekend.
Which one?
In that first split, right after the grass, off camera, that
Before
left hand.
The road gap?
Before the road gap, yeah. That left hand corner.
Dak went down.
Yeah, exactly. Just before Dak went down.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I probably lost the win there, but it is what it is, and I really let the taps open down bottom, and just was loving it down bottom, just making. Hitting all my lines perfect and felt like I was flying. So yeah.
These 3-week gaps, if you guys are healthy, are they like the perfect mix, but you need a break, or could you go 4 weeks?
I could do another. I feel like I'm not mad at having a break, but 3 weekends in a row, it's been pretty cool. It's just always busy.
He closed a few points on Bruni.
Yeah, he still finished in 5th, so he's got a little bit back, but not enough.
Just 2 rounds left for Jackson to try and topple Bruni off the top step of the overall standings. It's going to be a rad end to the season with these two going neck and neck. Rob Warner is with Sven now and chats about how well the French do a downhill World Cup.
Warner, I know that off the mic you're actually kind of a shy, introverted guy, which no one would believe, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think you're probably right, yeah.
But good to see you at the races with a smile on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, nice.
France does it right, eh?
Hey?
France does it right.
Yeah, you don't really want to miss this one, do you? Right? That was a French downhill World Cup, wasn't it? Yeah.
Can you let's go. Benoit's in the start gate, And let's go. Come on, let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on, give me 15 seconds of Benoit commentary. Come on, you got it. You got it.
I can't do it.
You got it. Come on, Water. We
do it.
believe in you.
Oh my
We'll dub this over his run.
Huh?
We'll dub it over his run. Let's go.
Oh, no, I can't do it. But fair play, Benoit Coulanges. You're the fucking boy, Coulanges, and I was glad to see you win. I really was.
You know those like Aussie like surf pirate like, you know they got like shitty commentary on the WSL, and then there's loose Aussies run like a YouTube channel, and you just hit play at the same time.
Yeah,
we could do that with you. It's like a million people suggest
that. I don't know how much money you're going to make doing it that way, like spend. You know what I mean?
No, you're the one that needs to make money. You know?
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Yeah, it does. I enjoyed it today, but of course. Working and commentating is a lot more fun than watching. You know, watching it and commentating is the way I like to do it. Yeah, there
like
it is.
You get double pressure because.
Hey, at least I'm back at a fucking World Cup race, man. It's taken me a fucking year.
And
you know
there's even a photo of you in the Misspent Summers gallery.
Yeah, exactly. That
like it's not the biggest photo, like some other guys like Tomac had bigger photos.
Mike said he didn't think I was coming. That's why. I don't know if that's the truth or not, but I'm going to roll with that. I'm going to roll with that, otherwise I'm going to get upset.
He didn't think you were what?
He said he didn't think I was coming. That's why there's basically no photos of me in there. Just one little one, like you said. Hey, I expected like a wall or something, you know?
I expected some photos of mine upstairs.
I expected like, what do they call it when they put loads of pictures all over the others? What's it called? Menage. Yeah.
A menage.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they do when you're having a funeral.
Is that right?
Yeah. You don't do it now while you're alive.
All right, but maybe I didn't want that.
No.
But anyway, it's good to be here. Yeah, it was good. It's great.
Your favourite photo was that Tomac one, right?
Oh, and that's got to be one of that and the Palmer one. Fucking hell, mate. To me, they might be the greatest fucking downhill photos ever taken.
But it's weird how you can remember two singular photos over 30 years, but I can't even remember what I shot last week.
But the Tomac, the Palmer one, of course, it's like his aggressive style. But the Tomac one, when I looked at that, it reminded me of being a fucking kid and looking at him and thinking, oh, look at this dude winning Mammoth, and look how fucking rad John Tomac is. And that photo is him at his fucking most badass on the Giant. Let's get that in there.
Back on Giants, everyone has that, like, that one photo, that one rider that got them into the sport. And Tomac, was it for you?
I think he probably was the dude that got me into the sport, mate, because me and my brother used to watch all that shit on telly, and back in the day when it was like early.
Sport, yeah?
It might have been, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, thanks for saying that for me. And yeah.
Oh yeah.
I used to see it somewhere back in the day. You know, with JMC as well. But Tomac, as I remember, he won a cross country one day and a downhill World Cup the next. So he was pretty inspiring. And as I said, you know, all them early American videos. What was it? There was one on the kamikaze, one of the very first.
Rockwell.
It might have just been about the kamikaze, the Reebok thing. But it was like all that shit. Tomac, he got me into downhill, and then I ended up being fucking teammates with him in '96. Yeah.
Can you get on the phone with him and be like, hey, bro?
No, I ain't seen him ever since, mate. I even went to a Supercross, and I got there late and missed him.
He couldn't get you VIP passes, or?
He might do. Troy Lee got me a fucking VIP pass, but I was too late.
Actually, fucking, you get other people VIP passes because you're Rob fucking Warner.
I don't know about that, mate. I ain't got a lot of connections in Supercross, but no. I ain't got a lot of connections in mountain biking now. I was lucky to get in.
Now you're lucky. I see. Where do you get that B-Zone bit from?
That what? This? Red Bull got it, mate. Yeah.
You got my trick. I wear mine inside out so the marshal can't get your number.
Learn from the best.
So when you get we won't let one slip. Anyway, Warner, good to see you. Good to see you smiling. Good to see you enjoying a downhill race.
Yeah,
and,
mate.
That's what it's all about.
I'll see you at the next two and all. We're there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we're making some shows, so all good. Yeah, see you in a bit.
Great to hear who inspired Rob to get into downhill racing. Last but by no means least is Greg Minnaar. The big South African talks to Sven about the prospect of retirement. That would be a sad day.
It's just amazing to see you excited.
Greg, another weekend, and then like everyone's talking about retirement, and then you're still like podium guy. This race almost, but you're right there.
It was cool. I think it's like the first half of the season didn't really work out, and
you make you up for missed opportunities.
We gained a lot of ground. I mean, we're so close to getting such a good setup. Like the changes we made to the bike going into today were so good, it worked out well. So it's like I'm finally on a bike that or not bike, but settings that I'm able to continue to ride. So I'm understanding how the bike's handling, so I'm able to push a bit harder. I mean, today was incredibly tough. Like, the TV doesn't know justice to how hard that course was. It was so blown out. I mean, in my run, I almost crashed just before Bruni crashed in the semi-finals. So, I mean, it was that bad. I'm surprised there weren't more crashes in these conditions. But so, man, for Coulanges to put it together
3 times in a row
in that final run and just not make it a real big mistake was impressive.
He's won 6 out of 7 race runs in the last 2 weeks.
Man, he's brilliant. It was, as much as I love Andy Kolb and would have loved to see him win.
No, everyone.
Even Andy and I were chatting. It was so cool. I mean, I started crying when I saw him stand on the podium. It was so beautiful. It was, he's a local guy.
They went for a crowd surf as well.
Oh, it was brilliant. Like, I've seen him in the gym here when I've been to the gym here locally, and it's so cool for him. So, how he managed to hold it all together was brilliant.
And going back to talking about setup and struggling to find setup, I've got to say, in the World Cup circuit in the last couple of years, it seems like you're always, is it because you're always looking to improve? Because obviously you get a winning setup, but then you don't, like, why don't you guys just stay on that setup? Like, how is it ever evolving with you?
Yeah, so, well, we've got the new V10.
Okay.
The problem was I had a fractured neck, and then I had a wrist operation.
So you missed out on...
I missed out a lot of bike time going into the season. So I thought I'd caught up enough. I really tried hard to catch up, and then as soon as we got into the World Cup racing, we realized that the swing arm was just too soft. And it was flexing and spitting me out.
Just because you're giving more torque than the other guys.
Yeah, and we could only see it once we could get video of the bike, on TV, and we could see why I was standing up so much. So then we had to, going into Val d'Isle, we had a new swing arm. The guys turned that around super quick. Yeah. And then trying to get ready for World. So it's like, I think I've missed a lot of development time because I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. I really wanted to win the World Championships. That was a big goal of mine, but that was an absolute dog show. But anyway, we moved on, and now I want to win World Cups. Yeah.
So we got next year to get Andorra for World Champs, right?
It's...
you live there, no one will mind if you get a bit of extra track time.
One thing I'll say is I probably will be back to race World Champs. I mean, I had a good ride there, and it is my new home, and I feel that track's good. It's... I don't think I'm quite finished at World Champs yet, but so it'll be a good one to finish on.
All right, Greg. Stoked to hear and keeping it with the young guns.
Hey, thanks, man. Thank you.
So I don't know about you guys, but that almost sounded like Greg semi-retirement World Cup speech. He said he's back for World Champs though, but man, big news.
We look forward to seeing Greg at World Champs for sure next year. Well, what a couple of weeks of racing. It's been packed full of drama, excitement and great stories. It's now time for the last 2 races of the season in North America. It's been an incredible season, and I can't wait to see what Snowshoe and Mont Saint Anne have in store for us. A big thank you as always to Sven Martin, who gives us all a window into the happenings of these amazing events. Check out his photographer page on misspentsummers.com if you like what he does. Anyway, it's time to thank some people. First and foremost, all of us here at Misspent Summers, we'd like to say a massive thank you to all of those that came to our pop-up in Leger. It was an awesome week that we won't forget for a long time, and we really appreciate everyone's support. We'd also like to thank Santa Cruz Bicycles, the Downtime Podcast and Satellite Coffee for all your help in making the pop-up become a reality. Got quite a lot of thank yous to get through this week. We also need to thank any of you that listen to our audio zine. We really appreciate you listening, and we hope that you enjoy this type of content. A big thank you as always to Sven Martin, Boris Bear and Seb Scheik for being on the ground, capturing the incredible images for our website, newsletter and our 2023 Hurly Burly and the World Stage yearbooks. You can now pre-order our 2023 yearbooks on our website. Be sure to check out the scrap section of our website, which is where we upload our zines, notes and all manner of other MTB related content. And lastly, don't forget that if you like what we do at Misspent Summers, you can help support us by spreading the word, buying anything from our store, or simply hitting the donate button at the footer of our website. We hope you have enjoyed this edition of Views. Please do let us know if you're enjoying these audio zines. We would love your feedback. See you soon for another episode.